Okay, so I tell myself breathe, cause child, I was having one of them days. I don't know if this is like after retrograde, cause I told y'all retrograde was gonna be something else. So y'all have y'all amethyst, y'all selenite, copper. Excuse the two nails, they got popped off from cleaning accounts, and yeah, one hurt really bad. Okay. But this is a song that's stuck in my head, and it's about love. I feel like you hate that you love people that did you wrong, but you're not like in love with them. Like you care for them, but like, okay, it's just on that high and by shit. Like, and it can never go back, because I literally seen you manipulate my emotions. I literally seen you strategically planned out how you was gonna make my mood worse. I literally seen how someone could have been in a relationship where someone gave you money and they was hoping that you spend it. Like, it could be like little shades. I can use the example, like, okay, let's say you got a U-Haul, right? Because I had a family member that tried to do this, and they know you moving, and they want to ask you for a ride, and it's gonna cost the mileage. And then they remind you of the bill. Okay, so come get this channel message. Some of y'all are learning, y'all getting very good at transmuting evil eye. Like, you barely do a egg cleanse. Like, your prayers are stronger, your transmuting of energy is stronger. Also, y'all could be seeing 144. Okay, let me tell y'all something. I was like walking, right? Because I like to jog and walk sometimes. Go on my little trail rail or whatever, my trail. And this dove seemed like it wanted to hit me in the face, but not in a rude way. Like, oh, I'm trying to get your attention, I'm here. Like, and of course they ain't trying to call me a hoe, but it was just like, it literally flew, and it was a dove. I'm like, damn. Also, you're getting way better at your saving. Like, you're not spending erratically. Like, you're buying things that you need. So when you kind of see someone trying to like critique you and make it seem like you're not saving, it's like, if they was in your shoes, they'll be like, damn, this is how much bills you got. Like, I already know, this is why I don't discredit people who have kids. I'd be like, damn, if I'm going through this and that, I can only imagine with a kid. Additionally, it's not only the food and the clothes, I'm not worried about that, but it's just like maintaining my bills as well, because sometimes you do be a little late when it comes to like that car insurance or whatever bill. It could be phone bill. And y'all got a lot of nosy people, but people don't know your plans. And I feel like as long as people don't know what you got going on, the monitoring spirits are kind of like little to none. But like, when I saw that dove, even my man, he was saying like, that means purity, innocence, like your angels are near you. Because like, that bird trying to swoop in, you could be seeing a bird that's trying to get your attention. For me, it been dove. It been dove, 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 dove. Like, they've been on my behind since March. And I feel like one of them is my grandma, for real. And so y'all have a grandma that's really close, or a mom or a dad that is near you, and they're showing you through animals, ladybugs. I just seen the ladybug, and then it landed on me, but I was too busy trying to like get this lady ID, all this other stuff. The other channel message is that you're taking good care of your health. Like, I like to have cucumber water. It's good for headaches. I didn't know it was also good for gut health, and somebody was telling me some other stuff, but he thought I was doing it for the gut. I was doing it for the brain. So, also getting into Pilates. Maybe you could be doing at-home Pilates. To Wandu City, or you've been to a place where you had a field trip where, they showed you the little bank, and you was like in middle school. You could have been in like 5th grade, but it's like, I remember this field trip, and all of us had a job. It could be the cafeteria where we were serving, being a cashier, working at the bank as a bank teller, and they'll give us money to teach us how life is. Some of y'all go to Publix, some of y'all go to certain stores, and it feels like you're in a video game. and you feel like you're different. Like, you feel like the movie Divergent, you could have watched Mortal Instrument, you could have watched like anime, but like when you look at certain apartments, or you feel like this is like a stimulation of your thoughts. So when people think they're on your level, and you could be using prayers like Job 15, like people are miserable to make their own money, people make bad choices and then get mad at people that make good choices. Like, for example, you could have someone, I'm saying this as an example, okay, because I almost got scrutinized if I let lust control me like that, where I was gonna have a baby with someone years ago with the wrong person, and you know, my friends would tell me you had that miscarriage because God didn't want you to have with child. And I understand, because this person later on saying after 2 months losing the baby, he was like, you would have handled me as a baby father. So some of y'all are kind of seeing men that supposedly like you, show your true. So it's like you're not really interested in men, because it's like you be seeing people in a relationship where they man don't try them at all, and it's like people want to try you, people want to do something to you, and then they don't regret it until like they have no access to you. Like somebody's in regret. I can't shake it. You know? They could be even trying to use money to buy back in your love. Roses. Paying your bills. Okay? Prepare for your rent to be paid a month ahead, because somebody just... But they ain't getting it. Because I feel like you are just so tired. I feel like someone feels like they don't have the best luck when it comes to love, okay? Like, and you shouldn't feel like that, you know? But give yourself grace, heal. Cause somebody acts sweet, but they actually evil. I don't know if they thought that shit was not. I could feel energy. Like my friend was just telling me that, like he wasn't saying sensitive, but it's like you could feel it, like. But all that, like, some people be trying to figure out, like, why y'all so spiritual too, collective. It's because of trauma. It could have been, like, for me, I could give y'all several examples. You could have been always getting whoopings. You could have always been going through a spiritual attack. And it could be, like, near-death experience where it's, like, now you develop this gift. Like, you could tell when someone energy comes in, like, hey, something off about that person. Or, you know, you can also have family members that have psychic visions or like clear audience. So it's like some of these gifts would get like passed on, and some of them was due to trauma, like being around people that was traumatizing. Like, okay, I went through this event, and yes, it was traumatizing, but it sharpened my discernment. It showed me, like, pay attention, analyze the room, pay attention. Even like y'all can be learning, it's like, okay, it's not the people that always show me the hate that I gotta watch. Is the one that I least expected. The one I be like, oh my God, they so sweet and kind, they never give me a problem. You gotta watch that bitch too. You gotta watch that man too. Okay? What your side hustle is. It could be making copper. It could be babysitting. It could be housekeeping. It could be Uber Eats, Instacart. Whatever you're doing for the month of April, you're gonna be making money. Money, money. And it's like the fact that you could be telling people like, and you always go to Sprouts at 7 in the morning, because that used to be my thing with Instacart. But it's like somebody gotta want it, and you the type of person, you want your bills paid down. You don't want to use confirmation when your check comes, because bills. And somebody's gonna see next week like, yo, next month rent's already there, pending, waiting. I always say carry y'all a little piece of Palo Santo, or a little piece of cider wood, or a little piece of like sage, because they got them custom in the dragon. Even if you can make your own sage, like, and you be like, how you make your own sage? Go to herb store, not even store, you could go to Sprouts, and they have sage right next to the rosemary, and you take 2 of them, because if you take one, it's gonna be like a thin bush of sage, and then you just take a yarn and you just tie it and let it dry for a whole week and a half. It takes a week and a half. Took mine, it's like a week and 4 days. But when I did my own, to set my own, that shit was like, it hit different. That shit cleared the room. Okay? I'm here to shake the room, so someone could be shaking their behind, they shake her, really, man or woman. You feel me? I just feel like you could be breakdancing, just getting all that negative energy. Somebody could be wanting bells, and it might be expensive to buy from someone, so you can make your own. You know that? All right. Like, comment, subscribe. See you later. Bye.